Hey guys, this is Chris, aka the Bass Guy, and I'm here today because I was sent the CC Mystery Box by Josh, aka Frantic Society from the Frantic Thoughts podcast. So for anybody who doesn't know, the CC Mystery Box was started by Sean, aka Player One, one of the founding members of the Cartridge Club. So for the CC Mystery Box, it's pretty simple. You just have to take out as many items as you want, but you have to replace them with an equal amount of items that you've taken. And then you have to fill out a journal. So after you fill out the journal, you pack everything up and you send it on to the next person, and then the cycle sort of continues. So I just wanted to show which games and items I picked out of the CC Mystery Box. So the first item was a sticker that was designed by Shelby of the Bonus Barrel podcast, and then I picked out 8 games from the box. So I just thought I'd show them off. So the first one is Final Fantasy Tactics: The War of the Lions. So Final Fantasy Tactics is a strategy RPG. I remember playing this on the original PlayStation. I borrowed it from a friend in college. And this game is pretty cool. It has some new CG cinematics, some new characters, and new jobs and missions. So I might, being on the PSP, it might be a little more accessible. I think I might try to finish it, because I never finished it when I played it back in the day. And then the next game, also for the PSP, is Kingdom Hearts: Birth by Sleep. I played a little bit of this, and it has some different battle mechanics. I only really got through the tutorial, but I think I might come back to it. It looks kind of interesting. So the next game is called Crush, a platform puzzler where you play as the character Danny, the protagonist Danny, who's an insomniac. He's put into this dream machine to sort of figure out why he has this insomnia, and you go around sort of collecting his lost marbles, and you can manipulate his dream world by between 2 and 3D to sort of reach different platforms that you couldn't otherwise reach. So he'll slap his hands, which is called a crush, and then it'll switch from 3D to 2D. So you have to rotate your view, and then it'll squish everything into 2D, and then you'll have these 2D platformer parts, kind of like Paper Mario. So for the next game, this is for a system I've been neglecting a lot because I only have 5 games for it. So this is Time Stalkers for the Dreamcast, and it's a roguelike, and you're playing as the hero Sword. And so basically in the game, I believe some sort of magical power has taken elements from all these different worlds and squished them together. So it's that's where the roguelike part comes from, all the randomly generated dungeons. And I believe there's also you can also collect monsters, and you meet up different fighters along the way that join your party over time. So let's see. So I guess the next game is for the original Xbox, and it was a series that I know Musty Hobbit really likes, called Crimson Skies. So it's an arcade flight game. So in Crimson Skies, you play as Nathan Zachary in this alternate 1930s where people use zeppelins and planes as transportation. And in the game, you get to use different arsenal of weapons, detonator cannons, remote control rockets, and you fight against a bunch of hot rod airplanes and zeppelins and hovercopters, and you have to go through a bunch of different missions, to whether it's sort of defending a cargo shipment, racing a plane, or some other plane. And I think there's also an online battle mode, but I'm sure you can't really utilize that on the original Xbox. So here's another game I think Musty Hobbit bought this. He's a big Xbox guy, I think, and in the club, and I was with him at C3. I think he picked this up, called Grabbed by the Ghoulies. So basically, you play as the main protagonist who's I think for whatever reason made his way to this huge mansion called Ghoulhaven Hall with his girlfriend. His girlfriend sort of gets taken away by the ghoulies, and you have to go through all these different puzzles and beat 'em up stage missions on sort of a mission to rescue her. It's made by Rare. It has kind of a cool aesthetic. I played some of it. Seemed like a lot of fun. So I picked out Ghostbusters, the video game, out of the box. So you play as a Ghostbuster in training, and you help the other Ghostbusters rid Manhattan of ghosts and paranormal activities and things, and you use different weapons. So basically, you'll trap a ghost, and you'll slam it all over the walls and in a level, and then eventually they get dazed, and you can pull them into a trap. So you do that with other Ghostbusters. I think Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd helped write the script for the game and did some voice work, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then the last game I got was 3D Game Heroes, which is sort of a throwback game. It's a lot like Legend of Zelda, but it has the sprite work looks a lot like the sprite work from Dragon Warrior, and it seemed pretty fun. So whenever your character has full health, he swings a sword, and it fills up like what seems like half the screen when you swing it. And then over time you get different magic abilities, and it looks like somebody who put this in the box took a photocopy of the insert and in black and white, and then put the original disc in here. But that's fine. I just want to play the game. But that's it. That's all. All the games that I picked out for the CC Mystery Box, and for the next. So I'll give a hint for the next recipient that I'm sending it to. So I'm going to send it to somebody whose shares the first name of a famous Beatles son who was a one-hit wonder in the 80s. So I think most people could probably, from the Cartridge Club, will probably get this immediately. So that's it. Thanks again for Josh for sending this to me, and thanks to Sean for starting this the CC Mystery Box. Anyways, catch you guys next time. CC Unite.